bring my mic over and turn the tunes down. But hey, what's happening? It's incredible how low I have to put the faders for the music off my phone. I have to lower them right down, like I gotta down 35 dBs right now. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Did I fix that? I did fix that. All right, cool guys. Welcome to the show. Happy Wednesday, middle of the week, hump day. Right on. Amos made it. Right on, man. And Paul Peck drywall. Right on. Oh man, Koneman Studio.
Hail to the king,
Yeah,
baby.
baby.
I'm Batman.
Max Blaze, yeah, up in the house. Sammy, yeah, Sammy Superstar. Yo, man, I saw something about vlogging superstar is here. Ah, Sammy Superstar, vlogging superstar is here. Right on. What can't you touch? I can't even touch. Okay, what did I miss there? Oh, the roof though. The roof is on fire. Yeah. Oh my God. Paul, I'm so sorry that happened, man. It's awful, eh? Like you leave them alone you trust them to do it, and look, and oh man. So it's kind of funny that you brought that up, Amos, because tonight's the topic of tonight's stream is like the dark side of construction, right? I wanted to talk about some of the bad things, the bad things that I hope will improve, and get better over time. Talk a little bit maybe about the history of the corruption in construction, things like that. I got a lot of current information, so it's pretty cray. But actually, it's kind of funny, Paul. I have your page open actually over on the other computer. I was gonna take a peek to see. I wanted to kind of see where everyone was at, and so I like to kind of come on. Okay, I like to tell everybody who's watching that on my homepage, right? On my homepage here, if you look under the right-hand column under construction and trades, okay, these are all construction related channels, okay? So we got Paul Peck right at the top, VCG Construction, Roger Wakefield, To the Top Crane, Klein Guy John, Maintenance Man, me again, Dave, Koneman, and Minorca. This kind of like just dudes in that I, in my circle, right, that I know. So just for additional resources and stuff, Paul is in drywall and taping, especially taping, something I don't talk about because I'm learning from Paul, right? VCG Construction, they do the tools, like keep you up to date with deals and Home Depot and things like that, and Lowe's and whatnot. Roger, the plumber, To the Top Crane, Jimmy there, he's a crane operator. Klein Guy John, electrician. Maintenance Man is a maintenance man, right? So me again, Dave, he's got drywall and steel stud experience. Koneman is a handyman, what is your old trade? I can't remember what you told me. Was that boiled nuts or was that you? I can't remember what trade you said you were in. Anyways, let us know, Koneman. I'm not even sure if I don't know if I remember or what. I'm pulling a total gap on what your trade is or was, what you did. But anyways, he builds all kinds of cool stuff. We got beautiful gardens and all that, right? All the stuff you've shown on your channel, which we're gonna look at. And then Wilro, we don't see much of him anymore, but he's flipping houses, making bank, doing well. So yeah, man, Paul, right on, dude. 114,000 subscribers. That's wicked. That's right, electrical control panel specialist. I did know that. Okay, I remember now. Sorry, Koneman. So lots of knowledge and experience in the community. Everybody here hey, Don the General, what's up, dude? Everyone here is handy, and yeah, so it's a good place to talk about tools, construction, trades, your trade, whatnot, and not to mention just a great bunch of guys to hang out with. Hey man, right on. The Mac Shanks, as a drywall subcontractor myself, my biggest problem in Ontario is getting paid quicker than 40 to 90. Yeah. So that's similar. Okay. Now this is the problem with that. Okay. Like you're a subcontractor. Okay. This is where it gets into the, when it gets close to the lien period expiring, which is 90 days, I start to get nervous. A lot of companies, big companies, what they will do is at 45 days, they'll put the lien in for their invoice, and then when it's paid, we'll take the lien off, obviously, right? Because how the liens work is if something happens, the liens will be paid out in order of who files first, okay, until the money's gone. So it's important to get them in. If you feel like you want to protect yourself, maybe it's a new relationship with the general or whatnot. It's just you have that right to do that, and you got to be careful. You got to be very, very careful, because after 90 days, the lien period is over, right? You can't lien the job after that. So you want to, you want to make sure on 45 days. I don't like to go more than 30 days, okay? Because I'm like a sub, right? Like a second tier sub, like a piece worker, right? Well, so I get that. But sometimes it's just like it's a professional thing though. Like depending on how big the job is and how big the money is, like you gotta weigh the risk and reward. Okay. So sometimes it's just business practice. It's just normal everyday business practice. You can simply give them a heads up and say that, I'm just putting in the lien in case anything happens to protect myself. I'm not, I as soon as the invoice comes in, I'll just take it away. I'm not going to obviously post a notice or anything like that on like the door or anything like that. But yeah, you do need to. You got to be careful, man. As a subcontractor, guys, like make sure you have good contracts, right? And your payment terms are clearly outlined, okay, in the contract. Hey, simplified filming. How's it going, man? What type of contract do you use, and if you and if you're not already into the Canadian construction contract documents or whatever, then you should get onto that and there's a variation of the CCDC2 contract. It's a 4B contract, okay? So CCDC 4B, get that contract and make sure yours is similar to that. You can write up your own general conditions and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, get a good contract together. That's the best thing I can tell you, because if you go to sue them or whatever, if it goes to litigation, then you have the contract, right? The lien is only like if the person's gonna go out of business or something, then that's the lien is good, right? But in reality, like on a net 90 like that, you're gonna end up going to litigation if you don't get paid, right? There might be a mediation step. Usually those contracts will stipulate mediation. And this is kind of the thing, like as long as the company who owes you money isn't going to fold, like go bankrupt or anything like that, that's where this is what this whole thing is talk kind of about tonight is, right? Construction is kind of, there's been a lot of guys that even just scumbags that at our level, right? They owe a bunch of us like piece workers and employees money, and they'll shut up shop and liquidate their assets, and then they'll open up another shop on the other end of town. You know what I mean? Using the same assets under a different name, and being washed clean of all the debt, right? So it's quite a fucked up thing, all right? Construction's a little messy, But yeah, so Roger Wakefield is a plumber, right? And I'm gonna show you the 4B contract, okay? I just wanted to go through these pages real quick. So there's To the Top Crane, and then Client Guy John, the electrician, the maintenance man, really good dude, goes live. Me Again Dave, Coleman Studio, and Minorca Home Solutions. So I'm just gonna shut these. I'll show you what I mean by the Canadian construction contract documents. No, Canadian construction documents. Sorry. And wait, I'm gonna change the music first because this is starting to really bug me. CCDC. I think it's a 4B subcontract. All right. Anyway, so hey, what's up, Chris Edson, man? What's up, man? Oh yeah, you guys, when I'm not paying attention and the music totally sucks, say something, eh? I'm gonna actually totally change categories. This category is supposed to be funk, right? It's not very funky to me, man. Hopefully this is better. All right, so here we go. So sorry, CCDC 4 is a unit price contract, and then there's the cost plus rate, 2MA master agreement between owner and contractor, stipulated price contracts. This is the normal, like, most common one right here. This is like the CCDC 2 is where it's like that's like the standard traditional design bid build way of doing things, you know, between owner and contractor. Sorry, right? Yep. No, 2MA owner and contractor, including insurance requirements. Yeah, this is a very common contract, but we're at 1 second. So construction management is a 5A. Construction management for contract. Okay. Contractor's qualification, project financial information, design build, civil works, integrated project delivery. Oh, cool. They have the IPD one. I gotta check this out sometime. So yeah, you definitely like the unit price and the cost plus. Those are the two that a subcontractor you're gonna wanna know very well, because you're gonna have a variation of these three, like the CCDC 2, the 3, and the 4. You're gonna have a variation, and just, yeah, put it together nicely. Get all the things you need in there. Just be careful who you work for, you know, too, right? If you don't feel comfortable, you got to put the lien in ahead of time, right? If it's a well-known established company who's been in business for a long time and they're not likely to go out of business, then you're okay. Just have an ironclad contract, then you'll be good. But yeah, the best thing that I can tell you is, I always negotiate up front. 30 days that's it. You pay me in 30 days or we're gonna have issues, right? So that's always in my contract, is 30 days. I'll invoice you and you got 30 days to pay me. So otherwise, yeah, I don't care. I'll, like, you know, if you want my services, you're gonna hire me, that's the deal. If you don't pay, then yeah, you know, you'll get a lien or whatnot. At 45 days you will get one, right? Yeah, so but that doesn't matter. Lawyers don't matter. So the thing is, right, like, if you've done your job correctly, right, and if things go well, this is the thing too. You must keep very good records of conversations on site. Make sure everything goes through an email, okay? Like any kind of phone conversation that you have with a contractor, always follow up with an email saying, yeah, you know, as per our discussion today, I just want to follow up with emails so we have it on record. You know, we decided to do this and this, right? Just get everything onto email, right? And keep records, you know. So if things do go to mediation or litigation, right? You're gonna get if not all your money if they have it, right? So they'd have to be really big dicks not to pay you though. Like usually it doesn't get to that point, you know. But yeah, it's tough business. It's scary business, guys. Like every time I've been ripped off, it's hurt, you know, like and it sucks, and it always happens when I'm working for somebody that I trusted and I didn't have a contract with, you know, and I was a piece working or hourly working, and yeah, just a couple of scumbags, you know, here and there who you know, just you know, whatever, $14,000 one time, and another time was like $5,000, like just stupid little fucking, you know, like it's just so stupid. So, but usually small dinky guys, companies or whatever do that. The big guys don't really do that, but the people working for them do, right? So, and they don't want to have anything to do with it, right? That's the problem. When you're working for when you're a second tier sub working for a subcontractor, the general contractor doesn't want to have anything to do with your financial qualms, you know. Yeah, greedy bastards. Yeah, there is no more gentlemen's agreements. You can't anymore. You're right. I've resorted to contract on everything, you know. It's just the way it is, you know. The guys that I'm working for now, they're pretty good, man. Like I invoice them and I get paid 2 weeks later. So, you know, and I never have to sweat. I've never sweated once, you know, with these guys. And that's why I've been with them. It's shitty work, low paying, shitty work, but they're always paid on every 2 weeks, you know. So it's, even if they didn't pay me, it's only going to be a couple grand or whatever, you know. And honestly, I don't think they're going to do that, but you know, because by the time it gets to, you know, the next invoice, it'll be like $3,000, $4,000 in or something, you know what I mean? So it's not like the end of the world. It's just business, and it's sad. So what made me kind of thinking about this was, let me see here. I gotta change the music again. Maybe I need to put some beats on, just to brighten up the mood a little bit, and then finish off with some rock or something. What the heck? I've been getting some good. There is some good rock on this website actually. A lot of music, but what the fuck is? Okay, here we go. No, not that one. Damn it. Cool, excellent. All right, so I wanted to share this term with you, a Phoenix company, right? This is kind of the concept that I was just kind of talking about, right? The guys who shut down business, liquidate their business, and Randy Matthews. Hey, what's up, man? Oh man, I got hold on here. I got something for that. I got something for Randy. I gotta install it on my Stream Deck though.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Oh yeah!
Yeah. Right on. All right, good. I wasn't muted. Right on, dudes. Oh yeah, awesome. Okay. What's going on here, man? Like, Oh, hey, me Dibble. What's up, my man? How's it going, dude? Good to see you. Right on, my man. What we smoking? Well, it ain't tobacco. Banana punch and ex surfer, ex silver surfer. Sorry. So let's see. What's this say? Was founded the American Temperance Life Insurance Company. What? Oh, that's not what I wanted. It says right up here at the top, Phoenix Company is a commercial entity which has emerged from the collapse of an other through insolvency, right? So it like literally being the other, unlike Bottom of the Harbor and similar schemes that strictly focus on asset stripping, the new company is set up to trade in the same or similar trading activities as the former and is able to present the appearance of business as usual to its customers. It has been described as one that arises in midst or from the disarray of demise of its predecessor. No worries, Mark. No worries. I'm glad you were able to stop by and say hi, dude. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, look at this. Why is construction so corrupt, right? The value of global construction output is expected to increase by 8 trillion to reach $17.5 trillion per annum by 2030. So is it the bacon wacky, tobacco wacky tobacco? Yeah. It's the wacky tobacco. I don't smoke the tobacco anymore. You know that? I haven't had actual tobacco in a long time. It's pretty cool. It's difficult to determine precisely the value of losses through corruption, but estimates tend to range between 10 and 30%. The experience of the cost program suggests that a similar amount could be lost through mismanagement and inefficiency. This means that by 2030, unless measures are introduced that effectively improve this situation, close to $6 trillion could be lost annually through corruption. Through corruption, mismanagement, and inefficiency. So probably most of that would be oh yeah, like the $50 staplers and shit like that. I've done some government jobs. Yeah, they're definitely different. Definitely different. How'd you do that? How'd I do what? The sound? I have the sounds programmed into the computer. So you're struggling? Are you? What are you struggling with, Randy? What are you struggling with, bro? If you don't mind. So yeah. So this is one of the things that I was talking about. Oh, SIGs. Oh, dude. Yeah. Word. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, they're the worst. I know. They're the worst. I struggled with SIGs for way too long. Hey, Adam Garrity and Toolman Makita. What's up, guys? Mi amigos. Right on. So what the heck was I saying here? Oh, right. Let me go back here. Ever done government work? Yeah, government work. It's very like there's a lot of protocol and like wasted time, right? But the money, like the bureaucracy of it, once you're an approved contractor from the government, they basically just hand you contracts. Okay, so yeah, you can just charge whatever. It's crazy and it's ludicrous. The money you can get from them. So when low bids, right? The low bids that get the jobs. This is, I was talking about this again last night when we were talking about bids or estimating, that a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll find all the errors in the drawings and they won't put RFIs in and get addendums made. Unless somebody else brings it up, right? They'll keep this information to themselves, okay? And they'll let the designers and the owners trip up on themselves, and they'll put in the low bid, right? Banking on getting the money from those changes that they're gonna put in, right, during the job, okay? It's a bullshit game, and that's why all the jobs that I bid, right, I hammer out all the details, right? Hammer out all the details up front, get everything that I can find mistake-wise ironed out, get the products like ironclad, you know, so everyone's bidding the same system, you know. It's a lot of involvement, a lot with the designers and everything, but it's worth that push. It makes it much more fair and for everybody when those details are hammered up front. Nothing worse than going in and having to get those pay change orders and shit like that and this and that, blah blah blah, when you didn't, it's crazy. But anyways, Cruiser Mac, dude, what's up, dude? Mac Daddy, whoop whoop. Right on, man. Good to see you, pal. Good to see you, man. How's the weather over there? My dumbass dog was fucking a porcupine and got at least 100 needles on his. Oh no! Aw, stupid mutt, eh? Aw, hot and smoky. Oh no! Are there fires? Man, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not too involved with the actual news, but. Is there fires over there right now? Fuck, man. Every year, eh? From the western US, yeah. Oh, wow. It's drifting up. Yeah, I gotcha. I know that, like, in Northern Ontario, it's a big deal. Like, a lot of people, there's a lot of forest firefighters is what they call them, right? And they jump, they get trained up, and there's a bunch of them guys, that go into the fire and fight them, yeah, there's always, every year there's tons of little fires. They go and they put them out, before they get out of hand. They also will make controlled burn, and do other weird, stuff to by a DEW. Really? Half of America? What? Are you serious? Jesus. I mean, I have been hearing some stuff, but this is probably the same stuff that we're talking about, right? Wow. I heard it was a gender reveal smoke bomb. Oh, fuck, that's funny. So, yeah, crazy, right? So losses on this scale cannot be tolerated in any sector, but losses in infrastructure investment have particular significance. This is because infrastructure underpins almost every aspect of economic growth and human development. It is a vital component of the most pressing global challenges that we face, blah, 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 right? Wow. Time overruns. Look at that. Ethiopia, over 120%. Wow. See, we also too gotta think okay, globally, construction, right? These, talking about change orders, you have to fight for them. They don't hand them over like candy. Exactly. Yeah, that's right. They don't hand them over like candy. That's for damn sure. Yeah, the only way they're gonna hand you over any more money is if you really got them by the balls, and it sucks, right? Like when I was putting in changes and stuff, I felt almost bad, right? Unless it's one that the general says, okay, price this for me prices for me. Get me a quote, or just bill me T&M. You know, give me a little estimate. You know, that's what I'm good for. I do a lot of guaranteed max price type stuff. You know, like I'll give them a guaranteed maximum price, and you know, for stuff. Oh my god, are you serious? I'm from Ontario, actually. I was born in Scarborough. My mom is from Scarborough, Kingston, Lawrence area. My dad grew up in Oshawa, you know. So now they live up in the Kawartha Lakes now. It's nice. We're just down there for a few weeks. So, but yeah, so Premier Kathleen Wynne spent $1 billion on a gas plant. Wow. No shit, man. No shit. It really bothers me, man. Like it's really bothers me a lot. Like, we could help a lot of people with that much money, you know. And the fact that these people waste it really burns me, you know. The fact that we have like basically made our existence wrap around money, right? Money is everything. It's a pretty sad fucking world. If you really think about it, man, when money's the most important thing, you know, that makes it all work, right? Holds it all down type shit. It's kind of fucked up. Yeah, if you were one of her contractor friends, you'd be laughing. Oh yeah, you would. Man, oh man. So that's where, like, so there's certain things like bonding. Bonding is huge, okay? Bonding will guarantee you get paid. But that's an insurance company who's going to be paying the money, right? There's also what else am I trying to think here, right? I can just see how that could be, you know, like when you have a bond on the contract, on contract to complete it, right? Or it goes both ways, right? Like the person who offers you the contract, you can get paid for the job, right? Or a certain big amount of it, and you didn't even have to do anything, you know. It's a huge win. Yeah, it's crazy. In a government job that big, though, it would have been bonded and the contractors would have got paid out, right? So it would have been a huge loss for the taxpayers. Crazy, right? Look at this here. Corruption commonplace in New York City's $45 billion construction industry. Right? So okay. I think that I think they're great. Both is great. I think there's unions are good for union type people, and non-union is good for non-union people, right? For me, I'm working non-union because I'm a piece worker, and I don't intend to be doing it forever, right? I want to make bank, and as I'm doing it, I'm investing the money into other ventures so that I don't have to do the physical labor all my life, right? But if I was, like, you know, just an hourly type guy working for a company, I would want to be a union guy, right? Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't. Right? Like, the only thing that that the union does is it helps organize and make it keep it fair, you know, because it's really crazy, because you got to think how construction companies, they only hire you for certain jobs, okay? So when you're in a non-union province like Alberta, where I am right now, it's kind of fucked up, because you're always trying to find work, right? And you're jumping from company to company to company, right? Because a company will get a contract, it's a big job, so they'll need to hire a bunch of guys, so the guys will go, and then when the job's done, everyone will be laid off, right? And then they got to find another job, right? And a lot of times it's with another company. It's crazy, it's madness, it's absolute madness, and there's no organization, there's no like, it's a mess, right? And then with the way now the foreign, like, it's not like there's foreign people coming, and they're paying them so cheap, and it's not the foreign people's fault. It's the company's fault for paying them so cheap, and that would be solved with a union, right? That wouldn't happen. You know, the wages would be properly controlled and you know, an inflated type thing, right? Like, it doesn't make sense that everything else is going up. The prices of everything is going up, but our rates and our wages are going down, right? The responsibility put on us as workers is going up, you know, and our wages are going down. Like, how does that make any sense when they're gonna lose $6 trillion in by 2030, right? A year, $6 trillion a year. What the fuck, right? What the fuck? You know what I mean? See my frustration with this whole industry, right? I love building things, okay? I love it. I love the building things. I hate the management of it. It's a mess. It's a bloody mess, right? So yeah, right? And I think there should be a fair balance of union and non-union type work, right? There should be opportunity for people who want to do piece work and for people who want to do union, right? And there should be coexist, right? Because yeah, in reality, the piece worker guys can go in and do the big bulky stuff, the repetitive stuff. They're the robots, right? That's what we are, the robots, you know. Yeah, I don't care what they do with the money. I don't care what they do with it. They could burn it for all I fucking care. It's not the point. The point is the companies are lowering the wages, and these guys, they don't know any better. They're taking it, right? So and it's funny, like you just look around the job sites and it's so different, you know. It's so different, you know. But yeah, and I don't blame them at all. I love them. Fuck, I work with them all the time. I work for them, you know. I don't give a shit. I love the guys. It's not that. It's not them at all, you know. I've never ever blamed the hardworking guys on the ground, you know. There's no way. Okay. But if they, you know, everyone works hard. Like this is a fucking tough trade, you know. It's a really hard trade. You know, 10 years ago I was getting 50 cents a square foot, you know. Now, like, I'm getting 24 cents a square foot, right? Like, what the hell's up with that? You know. Yeah, we're getting 35 cents on average. Okay, be realistic. Okay, 35 cents on average. One guy I had paid me 50 cents a square foot, which is badass. Double layer 5/8, 50 cents a square for each layer. It was like $1 a square foot, right? It's insane, man. But yeah, you know, I don't get it. And like, the work is getting harder too. You know, you got to do more for less. It's crazy. It's a different world right now. But yeah, look at this. Wow, I love this picture, eh? What the heck, eh? Corruption has become commonplace in the $45.3 billion New York City construction market. That's awesome. The rise of fraudulence, the report found, stems from a lack of oversight that has left third parties like property managers, suppliers, and subcontractors to a construction project virtually unchecked. The large size of many New York City construction projects reportedly allows some suppliers and subs to inflate line items or overbill because there is a slim chance that anyone will catch it. Yeah, right? These incidents can be compounded when the two parties collaborate and attempt to defraud the project and owner. Yeah. Oh my God. There is some crazy shit that can happen. There with the backdoor deals, you know, there's backdoor talk, backdoor deals. Two companies will partner up, right, and give each other favors and rub the numbers. So, yeah, it's insane, right? You ever have issues with other trades, electricians, plumbers, etc., not respecting what oh yeah, of course, yeah. I was taught that you need to look at the drawings and build shit so it's easy for everyone else. Yeah, that's right. lay out your ceiling framing so the Sparkies can get their posts in, or frame openings for ducks, etc. But I find they don't try to make my life easier every. So, okay. The trades, they can be sometimes a pain in the butt depending on who you're dealing with. But most of the time, if you like what I do when I go to a new job is I go to the guy who's in charge, right, and introduce myself, and just talk to him on his level, you know what I mean, and be like, I'm here to help you guys out, right? Like, let's get this job done, right? Let's coordinate, get the job done so it's easy for both of us. You let me know what you need, I'll let you know what I need, and that's that. And same with so you got tin bashers and electricians. Those are the guys you want to talk with. The sprinkler guys are not, they do their own thing or whatever. There's no big deal there. They'll put the sprinklers in before or after you. They don't care. But yeah, the tin bashers, they like, if they have to cut holes in your drywall, they don't, they don't always like that. Sometimes it's their fault. They need to run a line or whatever. But it's nice, and it's nice when you can talk to the foreman. If you're a foreman, talk to the foreman, and just be like, I don't think I've had many problems with guys. Like, not like, I mean, once in a while, like there's a dickhead, but at the end of the day, like, I have to work together. You know what I mean? The construction sites are like that. There's a lot of different personalities on site. You're working with these guys. Construction's hard, so people get frustrated and stuff. Chris, the most jobs that don't get mess well, or plumbing and electrical, everything else, they try to beat down. That's right, Quantuman. And electrical, mechanical are mostly union, right? And or like they're they're organized. They're more organized. Okay, the plumbing, electrical, mechanical, they're more organized. And same with the engineering and the architecture. They don't get beat down either. You know what I mean? But yeah, they beat down everybody else, and it's crazy. They'll beat down the suppliers. They're gonna beat down, the drywallers. The drywallers always get nailed. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. So the exoskeletons are looking promising. They are. There is the everyone in construction takes a beating. Yeah, I think that in all fairness they do. But it starts at the bottom, right? And shit rolls downhill, or is that uphill there? I don't know, downhill. But yeah, they always start chopping off at the bottom. Man, I wish I was in a trade. Oh, most trades guys are a pain in the ass. Seamus says, oh yeah. Yeah, never too late to start. But yeah, if you got a messed up back now, I mean, yeah, don't start. Yeah, I just started getting back issues this year, like starting to get, and there's like 3 times this last year. In the last year, my back was out. It was crazy, man. So locksmith, isn't that a trade? I thought that was a trade. Oh yeah, check this out here. Corruption and fraud are believed to be major drivers behind high construction costs in New York City. In February, the focus turned to the city's $9 billion interior sector when the New York State Police and the Manhattan District Attorney's Office announced that they were investigating $100 million in potential pay-to-play schemes. Former executives at Turner Construction and Bloomberg, holy shit, were pulled into the probe regarding work performed at the Bloomberg headquarters. Oh yeah. Authorities claimed that some Turner and Bloomberg executives took bribes and kickbacks from interior subcontractors in return for awarding contracts. Oh man, dudes. Oh yeah. Look right here. The union labor has also come under fire and made claims that some workers are being billed exorbitant or sometimes unnecessary amounts. Oh man, it's just like, yeah, you know, that they're always gonna take it, clip it off the workers, but you know what I mean. I get it, like being a company owner, right? I get the stress of being a company owner too, right? People are always wanting, they don't understand what it's like to be a company owner either. But yeah, I do, because I mean, I grew up, my parents have owned businesses my whole life, so like with big businesses with employees, and I know what it's like to have to asset manage, manage your assets and track your money and all that shit, right? And all the shit that comes with people that work for you. It's tough to be a business too. I know, I get that, but I still like greed still drives most people. It's crazy. I've been telling, yeah, man, Amaran, what's up? Oh yeah, judo, yeah, cool, man. I've been telling Jesus I work for that random extras are worth $1 million. I tell them to push the paperwork through and they'll get a cut. No takers yet? That's awesome. I love it. How's it going, brother? I love that. That's so fucking funny, man. K&L Gates, what's this here? So, biggest risk of corruption in the construction industry, the global picture. Oh man, this is a heavy read, but like, let's see if I can get a summary or something. Procurement, kickbacks to main subcontractors, third-party intermediaries, and unlawful subcontracting, joint venture, cost-cutting on building materials, cartel behavior. Wow, check this out. Cartels have arisen in several areas of the construction industry. Particular examples include the most recent concrete cartel case in the U.S. investigated by the DOJ in 2011, which resulted in 3 individual convictions and 4 companies pleading guilty, each facing potential U.S. $100 million fines. Wow. Oh my God, look at this. A number of construction firms were also found to be guilty of collusive tendering in relation to infrastructure contracts for the 2010 World Cup. Oh, I remember that. Oh man, guys. So, oh yeah, there's gonna be, there'll be a lot of influence of like, man, like there's so where there's cash and lots of transactions, like there's just so much potential to hide things and do things, like it's crazy, man. There was something I thought I read here, that there was a lot of buildings that like fell apart after they were built. So which one would that? I wonder if this was the thing. Here, let me just. Yeah, look at this. Why is construction so prone to corruption? The total global construction market is estimated to be 3.2 trillion per year. That makes for 5 to 7% of the GDP, and 2 to 3% of developing countries' GDP. Wow. construction corruption is higher in construction than any other sector of the economy. Yeah, I can believe that. Look at this, right? So here, right, corruption is higher in construction than in any other sector of the economy, right? Wow. Losses through corruption 10 to 30%. Yeah. So why is construction so prone to corruption? So one is the size of the projects. Yeah, man. Especially infrastructure. Uniqueness. Yep. Inflating costs and hiding bribes is made easier since every project is hardly comparable with others, right? It's the thing. Yeah, every building is so unique, and environmental things can happen, timeline things can happen. Like, it's crazy. Like, that's the thing, guys. You know, like, construction is so crazy. It's very complicated. Every single project you're doing is gonna go differently. Okay, like, it's insane, man. It's absolutely insane. Being in pain, it sucks. Oh, yeah, chronic pain. Yeah, man, I know. I had to really deal with that for a while. But yeah, I finally kind of healed myself and feel good. So what did you say? Do what, Amos? I'm curious. Do yoga? Oh yeah, yoga. Yeah, that's a good idea. I need to start doing yoga. I need to get my shit done. I was in the garage today, man, and it's looking so good. It's nice and clean. I got to get the baby shit out of there, and then yeah, man, you know, man, at least pull up my weight bench there and I gotta start training because I got to get rid of this gut, man. Right, yeah, government involvement. So construction industry is regulated at governmental level. It's legislated, right? And when controls and officials when controls on officials' behavior are not enough, abuses of power can happen. Yeah, number of contractual links. With easily more than 1,000 contractual links, there are just as many opportunities for bribery. Yeah, right? Thousands of links. Like, that's the thing. Contracts. There's going to be so many different contracts. You know what I mean? Wow. And the complexity, number of phases. Yeah, this is all, you know, lack of frequency of projects. This is interesting. Infrastructure and big construction projects don't come too often, and they represent a huge opportunity for a contractor. Yeah, right, man. Especially right now with things like that, a lot of things didn't get going. I don't know, like, if everything's kind of like slow, and then all of a sudden when it goes, is it gonna go like shit ton like fast again, or what's, you know, when all this pandemic shit settles, if it settles, you know, like, I don't know what's gonna happen here. But I don't see any tower cranes going up, and I don't see any actually swinging either. So it's kind of fucking scary if you ask me, you know. So I need to change the tunes again, but get the fuck out of here. Yeah, man. Right on. Plus, with these big contracts, there are only so many companies that are big enough to complete the projects, so they can kind of name their price. Oh man, so that's so yes and no. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close though, right? The bid will be close. You're right. There, some of these big jobs, there's only so many qualified contractors who can do it, and you know, it all goes on availability as well, right? Do they have the manpower, right? The resources to do it? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So I've bid, the biggest bid I ever put in was for $4.2 million was the biggest bid I ever put in. And then the biggest job I ever bid on as a subcontractor, it was a $2 million $2.5 million bid, and the entire project was probably about 50 to 60 million in total, or more. It was an art gallery. It was hold on here, I'll look it up right now. Cost to build. Oh yeah, $58 million. Oh yeah, and check this out while we're on the subject, right? Like, okay, so the Saskatoon City Hall contractor is still trying to settle cost of gallery. The city of Saskatoon and the contractor that built Remi Modern remain locked in a dispute over the construction cost a year after the facility opened. So the city of Saskatoon and the contractor that built the what the fuck here? Okay. So they're still negotiating the final cost. The city of Saskatoon, blah blah blah. The project, which became marked by delays and rising costs since it was first announced 9 years ago, was budgeted at $84.6 million for the gallery building, not including the $19.5 million parkade under the gallery. So it's over. That's close to $100 million. City Council was told November 2017 the gallery ended up about $4 million over budget. The city and contractor Ellis Dunn, yeah, Ellis Dunn, that's right. Oh, you bastard! Oh man, I remember that. Continued to negotiate according to the city's top lawyer. So the scope of work I bid on was the cladding, the exterior finish, all the cladding. Then there was a special system that went on this. Some jerk off at the end of the day came in and underbid us by 200 grand somehow. There's no way they would have bid spec and came under 200 grand. So we the company I work for didn't end up getting it. So but yeah, let's see if there's yeah, this is the Remi Art Gallery, the Saskatoon or whatever. It's the Art Gallery of Saskatchewan, yeah. You can see like this cladding in the front system. It's like metal grating. It's a special Amico grating, and I hope the designers and the suppliers design this system. It's pretty cool. We didn't end up getting the job though, but I did help design the system, so that's pretty cool. And that's what I mean by hammering out all the details in the tender process, right? It was just a lot of work. It took me 30 days to build this bid. Yeah, Conaman Studio.
Hail to the king, baby.
Oh yeah? Well, screw you guys, I'm going
Have a good
home.
night, brother. Have a good night, man. Yeah, this is was a 305 panel, right? Hidden fastener 305 panel, and then it was a space with the metal grate. Oh man, it was extruded aluminum, extruded metal mesh, and obviously painted, right, with a special paint too. Oh, it was crazy. Yeah. So the cladding alone, it was $2.5 million. This is the art gallery of, this is the Edmonton's art gallery of Alberta. Okay, I love this building. It looks awesome. This building is so nice. I love it. But this cladding, it changed the game. You know. That's too funny though. Oh yeah, check this out. What's this here? Joe Biden. Political figures have long used their families to root power and benefits from their own self-enrichment. Too funny. This is it here, right? Okay, so this is the article I was talking about. I helped the guys I helped the architects and the supplier design the system for the cladding and the mesh to work on that building or whatever. It's pretty sweet, but I never end up winning the contract though in the end, right? But in the tender process, we went and we hashed it all out. It was fucking awesome. But yeah, well, that's a risk you take too, you know, helping the competition through the tender process. But when you're a big company doing millions and millions and millions and millions, right? It's the way it goes. So yeah, check this out. It now appears that, and this is back in 2011, so it's probably worse now. Hopefully not, but probably is, right? It now appears that more than 300,000 people were killed by collapsed buildings in the devastating Haiti earthquake of January 2010 or whatever. The earthquake, which measured 7.0 on the standard scale, was powerful to be sure, but it was only the world's 14th most powerful since 2000. The 13 more powerful quakes are estimated to have killed combined 165,000 through building collapse. So some far more powerful earthquakes than Haiti's led to far less devastation. For example, later in 2010, a magnitude 8.8 earthquake, the second most powerful since 1980, killed fewer than 1,000 in Chile. Recent research argues that the difference in earthquake devastation caused by building collapse is not simply a result of the location of the quake relative to population concentrations, nor is it directly the result of poverty's effect on building quality. So they're gonna say like shady building, right? But it's crazy to think about that, right? This is trends in individual countries, because the 74 countries showed little change in the CPI when viewed in this aggregate. Well, I don't know what this is about. But yeah, some heavy reads, eh? Oh yeah, check this out. Montreal Mafia controls 80% of road contracts. The whistleblower says. Right? Check this out, right? The Montreal Mafia. That's not surprising at all. Montreal, like the Mafia and the Montreal and stuff, they're a well-known organization. The alleged plans for fixing bids among Montreal construction companies, known as the Fabulous 14, were passed along by telephone, often using a code based on golf. We'll start on the 14th hole. We'll be a party of 9, and instruction would go. The code meant the contractor pretending to set up the game would submit the winning bid, just below 4.9 million. The losers would submit higher sealed bids and await their turn for green. The contractor who was getting the contract would be the one organizing the so-called foursome. So yeah, a former senior engineer of the Qubit, blah blah blah, whatever. But it's Montreal. Italian mafia controls what is going on in road construction. They control, from what we can tell, 80% of the contracts. Right on, eh? Oh my god, that's too funny. Yeah, bootlegging syrup. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's funny. How's it going, Red Man? Dude, man. The company that I used to work for, like, I've worked for big companies, yes, massive companies, but no, not the one I just work for myself now as a piece worker, you know. And I do work for a company that is pretty big, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. Carlisle would be the prime contractor that I work under. So yeah, I've been working on Carlisle jobs as a second tier sub for a year now, right? So yeah, that's a good organization. See if I can look them up. Carlisle. How do I spell Carlisle? So, yeah, these are the guys. These are the guys I work for, and they have like the next 12 years of building already secured and planned. Okay, like if I wanted to, I could stay busy for like the next 12 years with them. It's insane. All I have to do is just stay doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Even so, yeah, pretty good outfit. Pretty good outfit. I really do enjoy working on their jobs. So it's very convenient for me what I do. You know. No, man. I just started doing this like a year ago, man. I never done nothing like. I was like, oh man, I'm in commercial, industrial, doing big different stuff, right? But these guys do big, like residential complexes, like they're huge, right? So like 400 units. So we just did 400 units, and well, actually, let's just say we did 700 units in total this year, right? Like not all of them us, but two. Like there is 1, 2, 3. Hold on, 4 buildings in total. 4 buildings in total that we did, right? So they're long, right? They're like one was 4 stories high, the other one was 6 stories high, and they're long, underground parking lots. Let's see if I can find a picture. Well, the guys have seen them on my whatnot. Yeah, I didn't do 700 units myself this year. No. The buildings had 700 total units in them. So let me think here. How many would I have done? So I would have done. I could probably figure this out. 20 over there, and then how many would I done here? Sorry. So 30, we'll say like 35 units. I've did 35 units for them this year, I'll say. And then of course all the hallways and the elevator shafts and all the other stuff I did too, but just units I did, I'll say 35 units for them this year. So that's pretty good. That's too good. That's pretty good actually. We started smoke coming out of my head. Yeah, right. So I just got word too today. The next one starts in 3 weeks. So the next building, it starts in 3 weeks. So that's I don't think I'm going to go down to Calgary to do this job that they're doing right now down in Calgary. I think I'll just stay here in Edmonton and just wait the 3 weeks and do YouTube for 3 weeks. Crazy, eh? Yeah, look at this. So the last things on this list, why construction is so prone to corruption. Number 8, work is concealed, right? The cost and difficulty to check that work was done according to standards makes it appealing for contractors to do a poor job and bribe officials to certify their work. Culture of secrecy. Yes, definitely. Construction lacks a culture of transparency, and real costs are often kept secret in the name of confidentiality. Yeah, it's very, very, very secretive. Very secretive, the construction industry, and that's its downfall. It's its downfall, Redman, yeah.
Wow! I feel good.
Smoke weed every day.
And then, so yeah, entrenched national interests, right? Public companies often dominate their own market and make it virtually impossible for external companies to enter it without a bribe. Yeah, this is very true. There's always like certain companies in the areas, you know. Yeah, I know. I had to sign NDAs and stuff for all the companies I worked for too. Actually, yeah, I did too. I had to sign NDAs myself for all of my stuff. And then of course when you leave it, they strip you. Like they don't even tell you. They make sure they got your computer and everything before they tell you. Right? So it's pretty fucking shady stuff, but you know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy business. But that's why I don't like working in the office. Now you guys know why I don't like working in the office, you know? I'm just not that kind of person, you know? So confidential, yes and no. If my guys knew how much each job is worth, then they might fuck the dog all day. Yeah, I know, and that's the problem. There has to be boundaries, right? I know it's a shame because I have a partner too, right? Big A, but I do all the invoicing, okay? And I'm like the superior, I'm the guy, you know. So I do side things for the guys, you know, and I charge for it, and I don't want him to see the invoices because I don't want him to be confused and get it in his head and things like that, right? When, you know, I'm dealing with the money so that we're both safe, you know, with taxes and everything, and you know, so you know, I don't want him to worry about anything. I just want him, you know, give him his money, and that's that, you know what I mean? He's pretty good, so he's pretty awesome about it. Doesn't ask questions, just, you know, I just pay him, and yeah, it's good. And I always pay him good and fair. You know, I make sure it's fair, and you know, it's I never do anything shady. So it's, yeah, man, it's good. But I know what you're saying. I know there has to be boundaries and confidentiality in that sense of things, okay? But in the big grand scheme of things, like I think that the more historical data on projects we can get now with technology, right? And this is also why they're slow to adapt this new technologies, right? The augmented intelligence stuff. No matter how much it's going to help them, it's also going to make it more transparent, right? The building process, and they'll be sharing a lot more data with each other, right? Like it's no coincidence that when you get a set of drawings, they look like they've been cut and pasted, you know what I mean? Okay, because they literally are cut and pasted and put together, okay? And then you have to figure out how to build it to that site, right? So yeah, there's just I think I want it to get better, because I love building things. I just don't like how it's done, right? Oh shite. I started out on the tools training under my boss. Now I'm mostly estimating and coordinating. I see all the costs associated with operating a business, not just everyone's paycheck. Yeah, I know. It costs money to run a business, and you need to I think like you do need to be a little bit transparent with your employees, right? Like so they know the cost of materials and stuff like that, right? So they know how to respect them, you know, properly, and tools, right? They need to be trained. You need to train your employees, okay? And yeah, like that's a big part of it, right? You need to train your employees properly, and sometimes that means disclosing some information. Yeah. Without being a dick about it. Yeah. That's, yeah, right on. I was just gonna say, yeah. There's the guys who do who are kind of dicks like that, you know, like, you know, penny pinching guys who, you know, bitch about screws and stuff on the floor or whatnot. But you know, it's kind of shitty. Like I have bad hands, right? And so when I drywall, I drop a lot of screws. but I always pick them up when I'm screwing off the bottoms. Okay, so usually they're all cleaned up by the time I'm done the bottoms. I always get bitched at when these fucking guys come in, like, oh, these fucking screws in the ground, fucking cost money. Blah, blah. I'm like, fuck you for one thing. It's they're fucking screws, but two, you know, like I have an issue with my hands. Like I drop the screws, so but they don't know my system, right? I clean them up as I go along the bottom. So. Yeah. I think, you know, if you like, you do need to delegate some authority to somebody else too, right? If you have one person who you can train and be like, and give them more responsibility, let them off the rope a little bit, and start giving them behind the scenes information and training them, you know, then he can watch the next guy in line, right? And then you gotta have a line of succession, and you gotta start grooming these guys, you know. And some guys I know are ungroomable, but you know, then those kind of guys have their place too, though, right? So, yeah, pick the right guys and groom them. Just glue magnets on the side of my boots, yeah. Hey, what's up, Bob? What's up? How's it going, my man?
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah. You know it. I'm just loading it up. Right on, brother.
Yeah.
So, I didn't know if anyone noticed. This is the only merch I ever had, right? I'm a quality worker. But back when I was Chris Conkle Vlogs and I had ckvlogs.com, I used to wear this shirt in my videos and stuff. I'm a quality worker. This was my old merch, but I don't have it anymore. But this is the only shirt that I know of. Yeah, Amaran. Yeah, you have a great night, dude. I'm gonna start shutting her down here pretty soon too. But you know, we'll hang out for a little bit. But 15 to 30 minutes times 10 guys every day adds up. I know. Yeah. So, I know, that drives me nuts, okay? Like, even as an employee, okay? Because, like, I find that if I'm an employee, right? If I'm an employee, I need to respect the rules in order to demand respect back, right? So I always, you know, always good with my break times and things like that. The guys that wander in, like, take the breaks are like half an hour, you know, and 45 minutes at lunch, and because, you know, yeah, like it adds up. It definitely adds up. Yeah, I'm a piece worker now. Like I only take one break in the middle of the day. That's it. I work, I take one break in the middle, right? And then that's it. Go again. So, you know, and I only stop for like 15 minutes maybe, right? Once a day. That's it, right? And I just have my shake and stuff with me, and then I just slam them as I go, and then Yeah, there's no time for breaks. Yeah, because you're piece working. You're every second. You're making money, and that's what I like too. Like as an hourly worker, definitely didn't get paid enough. That's also a thing, right? Yeah. Go. So you should crack the whip. If you're running hourly guys, then yeah, you got to contain the break times for sure, right? It depends. Like here's the thing, okay? So a lot of guys will be like, okay, so now break's over, we start going back. My philosophy though is to start heading back a couple minutes before break's over. So that's. Oh, did my light die? Oh, my light died? How the fuck did that happen? But here here in Alberta, they passed legislation now that they can really work us to the bone, and not have to pay overtime. And I think the breaks now are limited, so like you have to work 10 hours now to get a third break instead of 8, right? And like they don't have to pay overtime up to 12 hours now, right? And this is also a problem with non-union. Okay, this is also the problem with non-union. This legislation that they passed, this Bill C-32 here in Alberta, they just passed, it fucks any chance of the unions coming to Alberta. Okay, so just a big boot on the workers' fucking face just came down on us out here out west. So I can imagine some crazy shit, like some changes, happening for hourly guys, hourly companies. It's crazy sad. They call it the revitalizing bill or whatever, or getting back to work bill or some shit like that. In reality, it's just a union stopping bill, and it's just too bad. For a sad day for working guys, really sad. So yeah, it's simple as that. They also lowered the working age. Now you can work at 13 years old or something like that. So yeah, it's insanity, right? It's absolutely insanity, right? But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Whoop whoop! It's the sound of the police. So, yeah, and safety paperwork too, right? Safety paperwork is another thing that takes time, because it's a law that you have to do a hazard assessment every day. Okay, every worker has to do a hazard assessment in the morning. That takes time. Safety takes a lot of time. You need to train guys to be efficient with safety, right? Because you don't get paid for that either, right? So, and I mean, sticking within the legal legislation, you have to do it properly. You have to fill it out at the site of the task, the location of the task, okay? And it has to be filled out by the guy who's doing the task, right? The foreman needs to teach them how to do a hazard assessment, and the foreman needs to approve the safety, the hazard assessment, and then check them for competency with the actual task before you let any new guy go on his own, right? But train him up on safety, like leaving the harness on at coffee break, okay, for example, like something like that, like take it off at lunch, but don't don and undon your harnesses at 15-minute break or whatever, Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's generally how it goes, But yeah, it's just hard you gotta just, make sure you keep. For me, what I do when I run guys is I work my ass off, and I be the leader, and I be the example, right? And I lead by example. I just do what I want them to do, right? And I know it's hard if you have to be estimating and coordinating and all that stuff, but ultimately, throwing the pouch on for me and just being the guy who's like the strongest, the fastest, the best, and being the best. And leading that way, that's how I get efficiency out of anybody almost, it's cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, look at this. Entrenched national interest. We got that. No organization governs the industry alone. Lack of due diligence and cost of integrity. But I like this. This is a cool little infographic. Corruption in construction, eh? Where's Redmond's picture, eh? That's too funny. Checks in the mail, eh? Yeah. Oh, so what is a hazard assessment? Okay. I'll show you. Field level hazard assessment. So The one that I was just talking about is called a field level hazard assessment. Oh shit. And it looks like this, okay? It's a card, right? This stop and think one here, this is for the oil and gas industry. So if you're building on a building on like anything a petroleum related or oil related project, you'll have one of these cards, right? And basically what you're gonna do is you'll have one task, okay? You're gonna list the steps of your task. You're gonna list the hazards associated with the step of that task, okay? And then you're gonna prioritize it, and then your controls, right? So plans to eliminate those hazards go here, okay? This one here is not written properly. Like this is it says tasks here, but you need to fill out one per task, okay? And this is where the steps of the task go, right? And then, yeah, there's just some additional questions, and then you can sign, your guys can sign on it, right? If you're all working together on the same task, then a bunch of guys can sign off on the card. On other jobs, like you'll have to do one by yourself, you know, that they can have like little booklets even, right? You have, and you fill out a hazard assessment every day. You know, there's different ways you can get them, but that one I just showed you, here we go. Oh, of course it doesn't show very well. This one here is a very common one, but there's also like there's other. Oh, here, this is a very popular one too. Oh, come on. There he is. Yeah, right here. This is the one I like actually. This is the one I use actually for my hazard assessment. This is the one I use. This is the one I have on my computer. This is the one I used to have this on my website for free for download. But yeah, I have everything for safety paperwork. I have full safety manuals. Like I've written full safety manuals that I'm hoping I can get they're all digital, but I want to get them organized so that I can start selling safety manuals if I could for income. You know, I can customize them to pretty much any company, right? So it's amazing how many times I have to change my business name in a year. The elderly are getting very shit, that's hilarious. Yeah, right. As a tradesman, it's all about calculated risks. Use your experience to do dangerous tasks safely. Not to say someone without your experience should do it though. Yeah, minimize risk. Yeah. Oh man, I've done things I could die for sure, and it's insane. But it's because I wanted to get it done, and like otherwise, like there's always a way to do it safely without putting yourself in danger. There is, but it's not easy to do sometimes, right? Like it's crazy. You do take stupid risks sometimes, and I don't recommend anybody ever taking those kind of risks. You know, I don't recommend it at all. I mean, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. I look back and I'm just like, man, it's so fucking stupid, you know? I wouldn't do it anymore. Not these days I wouldn't do shit like that anymore, but you know, yeah, you gotta be safe. I don't knock the safety stuff too much. My job is to make sure everyone goes home everyone needs to go home the same way they came in, yeah. But yeah, these are my favorite ones here. So but yeah, so there's other hazard assessments. There's job hazard analysis, right, which goes towards making safe work practices and safe job procedures and stuff. You do a job hazard analysis that goes into each task, and you list all the steps and stuff like that. And yeah, you transfer those into safe job procedures and stuff like that. There's all kinds of hazard assessments and inspections that take place in construction. Fighting corruption and bribery in the construction industry. Check this out. 49%, so nearly half of respondents reporting economic crime say it includes bribery and corruption. That's the highest level of any industry. Asset misappropriation tops the list of types of economic crime experienced by engineering and construction respondents. 70%, 7 out of 10 of the most serious economic crimes suffered by engineering and construction companies were perpetrated by insiders. How long is this? Holy cow. Oh yeah, like 8 pages or whatever. Key highlights. Crime rates are increasing. 33% have suffered economic crime during the survey period, slightly fewer than across all industries, but significantly up from a low of 20, whatever, I don't know. That's too funny. Asset misappropriation, bribery and corruption, procurement fraud, accounting fraud, human resources fraud, cybercrime, competition law, antitrust law, insider trading. Crazy, yeah. Oh, look at this. Approximately 150 million US lost through corrupt and inefficient practices in Africa alone, right? And Africa would be awful for corruption. Oh man. So corruption, defined as the abuse of power for private gain, comes in various forms. This includes embezzlement, bribery, nepotism, influence peddling, theft of public funds or assets, fraud, forgery, da 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 da. Wow. Lots. Yeah, pretty much the same shit we heard before. Eliminating corruption in our construction industry. Yeah. Just less more transparency, right? Like that's basically it. But badass. Did I? What's this one here? Hey, Sammy's back. What's up? Oh, right on, dude. Of course, I'm gonna watch it too when I'm done. Oh yeah, look at this. So, Mafia controlled province's largest construction union. So, this is in Montreal too. This is crazy. A former union executive is explaining in elaborate detail how the Quebec's largest construction union was controlled by high-ranking members of the Mafia and the Hells Angels, and that the union went out of its way to silence him, turning a blind eye to internal corruption while playing favorites in determining which construction workers were allowed to work in Quebec. Yeah, Quebec's pretty corrupt, man. Oh, here we go. This will be cool. 10 businesses that supposedly controlled by the Mafia. Garbage hauling, waste management. Carpentry, construction, wind energy, real estate, restaurants and pizzerias. What? Oh, that's kind of racist. Bars, pornography, music recording, fish. Let's see here. If I click on carpentry and construction, what comes up? Anything? Oh man, am I frozen again? No? Similar to its waste management strategy, the Mafia made its way into the building business through unions. Yeah, typically construction companies make bids for jobs that include union crews. Mafia-run construction companies are known to include union rates in the bids and win the contracts, then pay far less to the workers. Oh man. Inside the union, Mafia cronies get top jobs, shake down the legitimate crews, and sell jobs to the highest bidder. Oh my god, it's so bad, eh? Oh man, and there are even threats of physical violence. They also invest in and own companies that provide materials like steel, cement, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's too funny, man. Well, it's not funny, but you know, it's just like so Hollywood, right? I'm gonna make a papa, right? Who wants to join my stay-at-home dad union? Yeah, right on, Nemo. I'm about that. I'm about that. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Karen killer. Ooh. Illinois corruption. What's a little Senate seat bribery between friends, eh? Wow, there's a lot of stuff about Quebec here. Like mafia and Hells Angels among rulers of corrupt Quebec construction industry. Wow, this is a big deal. Like, this is a... Like, I know, like, it's not a real secret. Like, everyone knows that much. Like, Quebec is, like, Mafia Central, you know, and Hells Angel Central. But yeah, like, look at all these articles we found on it tonight, eh? Mafia and Hells Angels among the rulers of corrupt Quebec construction industry. Wow. And there's not a lot they can do about it, you know? Like... Yeah, so organized crime groups, including biker gangs and the mafia, infiltrated the construction industry in Quebec so thoroughly that they became untouchable. Yeah, like, what are they gonna do? Like, how do you get out, you know? It's the real life bad boys, yeah, eh? Like, yeah, it's Goodfellas, you know? Real life Goodfellas. Wow. Oh, this might be cool. Not this one, but the next one that I found. I just wanted to see this one here. So, the corrupting of New York City. That's another heavy read, eh? It's only a mild surprise. What's this here? Yeah. The government operates the same way. It's just slightly less murder. That's too funny. What, dude? So, what about your 5100, man? You gotta be able to get that fixed, man. Did you not contact? You got it from B&H Photo, didn't you? What the fuck, man? Sorry, what the heck, dude? You gotta be able to get that fixed, man. Oh my God, Redman! Oh my God, dude! Oh my God, yeah, Big A, my partner and I, Big A and I, were always laughing, man. Every day, like, oh my God, this guy would come into our unit. Are you gonna be done today? Are you gonna be done today? Are you gonna be done today? Oh my fucking God, like, every day. It was like we just got in there, man. Are you gonna be done today? I'm like, what? It takes us 3 days to do this, man. You know this. We've done like how many of them? Are you gonna be done today? Holy fuck! Oh my God, I fucking hate that, man. Oh man. Yeah, gonna be done today? Oh yeah, we're up on the 4-hour nap, man. Look at this here. So, nearly 15 years after John F. Kennedy first condemned corrupt leadership in the American labor movement, it is still plagued by rampant corruption, embezzlement, racketeering, and influence from numerous organized crime organizations. From penny ante theft to multi-million-dollar embezzlement schemes, labor leaders can continue to violate the trust of the members they claim to represent. The labor movement is nothing but the sum of its many parts. Millions of working Americans who've entrusted union leaders to spend a portion of their hard-earned salary for the benefit of the collective good. Financially speaking, the sum of the movement's parts totals more than $10 billion annually in mandatory dues and controls another $400 billion in financial assets in strike funds, pension plans, and healthcare benefits. In fact, in just the last 5 years, hundreds, maybe thousands of labor leaders at all levels of the movement have been convicted of embezzlement, corruption, racketeering, or engaging in organized crime. The problem is rampant, getting worse, and yet the unions seemingly refuse to address it. It's crazy, man. It's unbelievable. And that's the problem with unions, okay? So there's potential for corruption, and that's just the damn shame of it, you know? It really is. It's a nice idea, right? It really is. And honestly, like, you don't get paid more on non-union jobs. You don't. You get paid more on union jobs. So I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Union guys get paid more than non-union guys. So like, why wouldn't you want to be union? I don't get it. Too funny. Oh yeah, look at this, is cool. I didn't. Yeah. Donald Trump's mafia connections. Decades later, is he still linked to the mob? Who's this here, yo? Donald Trump left, owner of now defunct USFL's New Jersey Generals, said his league $1.3 billion antitrust suit against the NFL will crack one of the great monopolies in the country. His attorney, what? Holy shit! The New Jersey Generals. I didn't even know that team existed. Interesting. Yeah, well, yeah, whatever. No risk of slowdown. You're making me look bad. Yeah. That's true. That's true too. But yeah, guys, that was a good stream. Another good stream. I had a bit of fun, man. So, but I'm gonna shut her down. Time to go. But so I'll be back again tomorrow night, same bat time. Same bat place. You know the drill.
I'm back.
Right on, man. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging. Yeah. I wanted to have an easy casual stream tonight. Still looked at some stuff, but yeah, we had a couple of really good learning sessions, man. I was teaching some layout stuff, and yeah, we had some really good learning sessions the past few days. So I want to get back into that, because it worked out really well. It worked really good. So, but yeah, good talk, guys. Sammy Superstar, yeah, you like the hat? Yeah, Larry and David, live stream pros. They're the bomb. They're the boss. Renaissance Man. Oh, Herschel Walker played for them, eh? They're New Jersey Generals. I don't know why I've never heard of them before. Would you upload your dreams to white YouTube? Oh my god. Yeah, so oh man, yeah, piecework is all non-union for sure. You're right. Your union sites are definitely slower, I think. And I mean, that's the thing. Like, if things were just balanced, you know, that's the fucking problem with everything. It's just so unbalanced. Everything is just out of whack, right? And it's corrupt, and it's confusing. It's complicated. It's, you know, it's crazy, man. If we could just find a way to build these things, you know, simpler, and more honestly, right? With more transparency. That's what I love the technology. I'm a big fan of tech, right? I love the augmented intelligence and the robot scanners or the drone scanners, like this, it might seem like Big Brother is watching, but in reality though, it's gonna help the channel help the industry sort of be better, you know. but I hope so. Yeah, right on. I appreciate that, the Mash Shanks. Nice to meet you tonight. I'm glad you popped in the chat. Good talk, man. Good talk, man. Yeah, I definitely will. Oh, Christian Bale, Batman. Yeah.
Batman.
Oh yeah, I like Christian Bale, Batman. There's the new Batman. Hey, Eva, how are you, girl? How are you? Welcome. Oh man, Sammy needs a new camera. What the? Okay, but wait a minute. Okay, what is going on with their other cam? I'll have to talk to you later. But yeah, what is going on with your other camera, my man? No, Michael Keaton was the best Batman of all time. Sorry, but Michael Keaton was the best. That's like Jack Nicholson was a good Joker, but Heath Ledger was the best Joker. So to fix it is like 300. What? Get out of here, George Clooney. No, fuck, no. That was the worst. The worst. It's like, was that the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger too? Is the Iceman too or whatnot? Oh my god. Or the Joker, Jim Carrey Joker. Oh my fuck. This new Batman looks the Batman. Have you guys seen the Batman? Oh my god. Yeah, okay, Sammy. Send me a link to a video on how to fix it, and I'll look at it. Okay, send me a link. You must have found a video that'll show you how to fix it. So yeah, send me a link. I'll take a look at it. But yeah, I can help you for sure. Oh my god, I just watched the Mr. Rogers story there. Or it wasn't a story about him, which is amazing. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood or whatever. I just watched that movie. Oh man, fucking awesome movie, man. All caught up on The Boys too. You guys watch The Boys? Oh yeah, well I watched Doom Patrol, The Boys. The Tick is coming out. A season 3 of The Tick is gonna come out. Mr. Rogers creeps me out. Oh my god, like I was like, my heart was pounding. I thought something bad about him was gonna come out, but it turned out to be an amazing story. I get it, you know, I get his you know, his like Buddhist way, you know. Oh yeah, Christian Bale's was definitely dark for sure. Oh my god, Ben Affleck Batman, what the fuck? Right? The Tick? You don't know The Tick, Redman? Oh my god, dude. The Tick is amazing. Oh man, it's on Prime Video, Amazon Video. Yeah, Tom Hanks was creepy. He was creepy, yeah. I'm gonna say that Tom Hanks was definitely creepy in that role. Made it creepy. Because Mr. Rogers didn't look like that at all, right? It looked creepy. Yeah, you're right. He did make it creepy. Oh man, you can send it in the Discord or you can send it on Twitter. I got Discord open even. Oh, I never shared my link. I never shared my stream out tonight. That makes sense. That makes sense. The Boys is freaking awesome. Oh yeah. Oh my god, that Homelander guy is like a psycho, man. Scares the shit out of me. Amazing characters in that series. And Doom Patrol, my god, if you guys have not seen Doom Patrol, you have to see Doom Patrol. It's too awesome. I don't know what network it's on. I watched it on Plex, so I don't know if you guys. Plex is like a $5 app I bought on my phone, and I can watch movies on it. It's pretty cool. I have one-time payment of $5 I got. I paid, and I can watch movies. It's awesome. All right, cool, Sammy. I'll check that out after. Oh yeah, man, it's dark, all right. It's scary, man, too, to think about, right? Like, you know, like if there was like a Superman, just think about that shit, right? It's like in like that guy can literally kill everybody, you know, in the world, and like nobody can stop him. That is scary shit, man. That is scary shit. With Tourette's, that's too funny. You don't know the Tick and Huey? Oh my god, dude. Where have you don't know the Tick? Oh man, I love the Tick. I used to watch the Tick cartoon when I was a kid. Freaking love the Tick, man. Absolutely, one of my favorite superheroes.
Oh yeah!
Yeah. A bicycle bell? It's a bicycle bell. I hope it is. They're TV shows, actually. They're superhero like B heroes, I call them, right? Like superhero type shows. Man, like there's so many of them. They're so good. Like the Umbrella Academy is amazing. What else do I watch? Oh my god, I watched all of them. I watched the Iron Fist. I watched oh my god, how the hell can I not remember? But yeah, the whole universe. I even watched like the first 5 seasons of The Flash. Right now I don't watch The Flash anymore. It's just lame now. But yeah, there's so many good superhero shows. Had a tick in her face. Beautiful girl back in high school. Has to be from trauma early on, methinks. Oh yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. Predictors lately? Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. Yes. Those are the two I was just thinking of. Yeah, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. Those are awesome, man. Yeah, the Iron Fist is awesome. Yeah, the Iron Fist was awesome. I love that. That was probably one of my favorite ones. Yeah, so crazy. The fist. That's too funny, the fisting. Oh god. Yeah, baby. Man, I was looking at the vape pens today for this. Might go that way. That's funny, man. Tupperware. That's funny, man. Tupper man. That's hilarious. Gotta warm her up. Oh no. Woo! Yeah, I could never do that. Man, I can't find shit in that Tupperware drawer, man. I gotta literally I gotta take it all out and stack it on the counter and then try to find the lid for whatever I can. I can't find shit in those drawers, man. Honey, honey. Oh man. Oh. First time, every time. That's funny, man. But I do have cat-like reflexes, though. I have extremely crazy reflexes where, if I drop something, I could catch it before it hits the ground type reflexes, you know? It's weird. It's really weird. No, I don't grow my own yet, but I do plan on growing my own. What I was planning to do is I'm gonna have a actual garden in the back corner, but I want to fence it off right? So that the kids don't get into it. But I'm gonna grow like vegetables and stuff in there. And then, but yeah, I want the back corner of my backyard to be a garden, but I want to like fence it off, you know, like a little picket fence or whatever, you know, just to keep the rabbits out too. And then and yeah, I'm gonna. But no, it's legal here, so yeah, my guy, I just call him and he drives it over, and they show up with like a menu. You know, you can get edibles and you can get anything. You know, like weed related. You know, you can even get. Oh, Amos, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I can't find the lids either, Red Man, so don't worry about it, my man. That's funny, man. But yeah, no, it's pretty handy, man. It's nice service. I just text them, and within an hour, always, and sometimes it's like 15 minutes. They're at my front door, you know, with the menu of all the different strains. I get like choices between multiple choices of indicas, sativas, hybrids, and there's also like the high end stuff and the low end stuff. Well, I never get the lowest, I always get the high end stuff, but you can choose like a lower THC value, you know. It's really neat. It's really neat. Nah, I just beat an asshole. I know, Red. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nasty. I hate that. Oh yeah, Indica is where it's at, 100%. I like the I do like, hey, Smooth Dance Nick, what's happening, man? Welcome to the chat. Welcome. Yeah, so yeah, Indica, because I use it for a painkiller, right? It's well, painkiller and anti-anxiety medication, I would say, but Indica is my shit too, my jam, because the sativa doesn't work for like my body pain. It just doesn't work. The sativa, it enlightens me though, right? Like it does give me like a nice head, like, you know, head high type thing. It's pretty cool. But hybrids are amazing though. Hybrids are amazing because you get both, right? You can get both the effects. Hybrids are really good. But if you're I don't go straight sativa really, not too much anyway. I'll go straight indica though, any day of the week. Yeah, right on, man. What's good, Smooth Dancing Nick? What's good, man? How's it going tonight? Back pain and knee pain, yeah. Like a straight indica, man. Like when it comes to THC treatment, you can, like, I don't even use CBD. I use straight THC product for just for my body pain, and it works really good. So, but you can get like I have tried CBD and THC. There's nice mix, like 1-to-1 edibles you can get for that. You know, there's drops you can get. I definitely, like, if you're new to THC and CBD, I always recommend getting into the drops, right? Don't start smoking it. Smoking should be like the last thing you do, because it's not good for you, right? It's not working. Yeah, so I would go with a straight indica and see if that works. Like I was on some pretty heavy painkillers in the past, and you know, opiate painkillers, and now I'm just like straight THC. Like I don't even use CBD myself. I find CBD's nice. It relaxes me, man. CBD's nice for relaxing. It's really great. I love it for that. But for the pain, I like the indica. And CBD, yeah, the oils are not like the tastiest thing, you know. I like I took 2 naps. I almost took 2 naps today. I took one though. I did take 1 nap. I did take a nap today. I almost took a second one, but I ended up not, obviously, but well, not obviously, but I started watching, like, man, I'm addicted to these like 45-minute documentaries right now. It's crazy, man. Chris stressed, my relaxed. Yeah, I'm really, like, I get stressed out real easy and high anxiety, you know, like crazy. So it's nice. I liked I liked the weed. It helps a lot for that stuff, you know. It keeps my shit together, you know. Keeps me grounded and yeah, like I really rarely am in pain, which is good. I used to be in it all nonstop all the time, right? Peach catch you later. Yeah, Chris, man. So good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Deadly! Kronies!
Yeah, baby. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so yeah, holy cow, man. Over 2 hours this stream already. That's pretty badass, guys. Tomorrow's vlog will be the funniest. Yeah, I'm gonna shut her down too, guys. It's time to go. We went for over 2 hours today, so that's pretty badass. Pretty badass. Nice to see you new guys in the chat. Smooth Dance and Nick, good to see you. I'm sorry, I gotta look at the name because it's the Mash Shanks. The Mac Shanks. Oh, I got it, the Mac Shanks. Now I got it. And the Mac Shanks, yeah, well, good to have you guys in the stream tonight, man. Thanks for chatting it up. We had a good talk tonight. Yeah, my light even burnt out on us, so I gotta recharge that. That's crazy. I better charge my batteries tonight. I do, and that's amazing too, Sammy. I do 3 streams before I have to recharge the battery on the Black Magic, right? With the 135 watt hour V mount. It's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. So, all right, guys. I want to wish you all a good night. Thank you all for coming. Be live again tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's the 30-day live everyday challenge for myself. It's day 9 today, so 21 more days straight. 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll be live. So yeah, that's 21 more subjects I got to think of. So help me out, guys. Let me know what you want to talk about in the Discord, down in the comments, anywhere. Just let me know, and because I'm gonna need some ideas. All right, boys. We'll see you tomorrow night.